clearly who it is.
Okay.
It's like
Here we go.
everybody in the club enters, not me.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. My name is Annalise Wilson, and pharmacy has been one of my passions for the past 6 years. Most of those years I spent working in inpatient pharmacy. Pharmacy can become very routine, but you cannot become complacent. Many people do not know the difference between inpatient and outpatient pharmacy. Inpatient pharmacy is when you're in the hospital receiving care, and outpatient pharmacy is when you go to your local pharmacy and get your prescription filled. I would like to enlighten you on the various aspects of inpatient pharmacy. Supply is like the foundation of pharmacy as a whole. It is in charge of ordering all the supplies for pharmacy. First, I will check the levels to know what to order and how much. Then I'll order the supplies from the Defense Medical Logistics Support System, which you can find the manual for at www.af.mil. Then once the order arrives, I will place the order away in the proper place, checking the expiration date, putting the earliest expiration date first, and I will also check the medical material quality control, also known as MMQC's messages, to see if there were any medication recalls. And you can sign up for MMQC messages at www.usamc.army.mil. In accordance with the hospital accreditation standards, I would separate and label the look-alike, sound-alike, and high-alert medications. Making IVs is one of the most important things that you do while in inpatient pharmacy. If you do something wrong, you can possibly harm whoever it is receiving the IV. One of the most important things about making an IV is cleaning the IV hood. This is where I will add medication to an IV bag. I must clean the IV room and all the medication within it. Some of the things you may find in the IV room is, of course, the IV hood itself, syringes, and needles. I will make sure that the air is flowing within the IV hood. The airflow is important because it protects the working environment from dust and other airborne contaminants through its airflow. I would also make sure I leave the hood on for at least 30 minutes before using it. I will not bring any potentially septic items such as pens, paper, overwrap to materials that I will be using, etc. into the hood. According to sterile compounding and aseptic techniques, I would keep the IV hood as sterile as possible, and also before entering the IV room, I would put on my proper protective equipment in a certain order. First, I would put on my shoe covers, and then my head cover, my face mask, and then if I had a beard, I would put on a beard cover if necessary. Wash my hands, and then put on my gown. Sanitize my hands. Sanitize my hands with isopropyl alcohol, and put on gloves. Now I'm ready to make an IV. Delivering medication or replenishing medications on the wards is also important because people who stay on the wards for long periods of time need medications. Some of them need medications on a daily basis. There are Pyxis machines on every ward, which sends reports to the pharmacy to let us know what medications they are running low of or they're completely out of. This report can be automatically print out every morning, or you can print it out on your own. I then take the report and go through the report and get all the medications needed for each ward and fill all the medications needed. I bag and label all the medications for each ward and deliver the medications and any IVs needed for each ward. Then I will go upstairs and fill the Pyxis machines and deliver any IVs needed for that particular ward for any patients. In essence, all of the different parts of inpatient pharmacy work together as a team to accomplish one goal, and that is to help patients. Without one, you wouldn't be able to do the other. For example, supply. If supply doesn't order any needles to make any IVs, then supply doesn't order any IVs, any needles to make IVs, then you wouldn't be able to make IVs. So you need supply, right? Or if they don't order any medications for you to deliver to the wards, then the patients that are on the wards won't be able to get their daily dose. Inpatient pharmacy is basically deals with patients who are staying in the hospital, and outpatient pharmacy is when you go to pick up medications at your local CVS or Walgreens, and that is all I have.
Yeah.